Three things I wish I knew before getting into design school. And I wish it really could happen because I could have prepared myself way better the way I was ready to enter into design school and learn design. I mean to say, if we have a lack of understanding towards design, we generally build up a lot of dream and expectation in our mind about design and how you are going to pursue it. But if that reality merge with your imagination and dreams, you are a lucky person and it's great for you. You are confident, you're happy, you are doing everything in a right way. But if the reality hits your imagination and your dream, you're going to be stuck, just like me. Happened 2 years or 3 years back with me in second year, that when I expected something from design and that expectation was all about problem solving, thinking, solving assessments and all. And when I understood the curriculum was very different as per my dream and agendas, I was stuck and I was asking myself, why am I doing this? Does not mean my channel name is just because of that, why Ramachandran, but it is more about like I wanted to know the reason I'm doing it, and that stuck me for a long month. And I realized that you expected something from design and the curriculum does not meet the way it should be. It was more practical and more real. So when you see the pure design industry, the people who are working in team and creating a valuable product in the world and delivering to you, just like Apple, Swiggy, Zomato, Uber, and whatever app or any product you name, it is not all about what you wear, how you wear, what you have designed, but what matter is what is the purpose of designing. It is just not like, yeah, I just want to design something, let's do it. You sketch one drawing and you are like, oh wow, this is what I want to do, let's go and make it. It's just not like that. You have to do a lot of research work before that. And that's what I learned in design school. And I realized that there are many things which I was expecting is not happening the way it should be, but whatever is happening is something new experience I am observing right now, and that's how it went. And that's what we are going to talk about in this video. And if you are watching me and you have not subscribed my channel, please feel something for me and press that red button. It will be helpful. So please. Okay, right, let's go and start the video. So the number one thing I wish I knew before getting into design school is that you are equally responsible for each and everything happening when you are learning design. I mean to say that no one is going to spoon feed you, no one is going to give you a complete study material package or a zip file that just take it and you're a complete person. It's not going to happen like that, because designing, while learning design, professors are going to help you, but on a outer level. They can just give you feedback about your work. But what matter is, and what is going to happen is that you have to take responsibility for each and everything you do in design school. Either it's an assignment, either you are doing anything, picking anything is going to be your responsibility. That means it is not all about outer surface. It is more about the study about your own self, the inner engineering, which is very famous nowadays, a word inner engineering. Yeah, that's very true, because it is more about what sort of color you love to work with, what sort of product material you would like to explore, or what sort of person you are. You have to study that before designing anything in the industry. And that's what is important, and that's what I realized when I was entering into design school. And that is that design is so pure. You have to understand yourself before designing anything, because when you design something, your personality, your thought process is going to reflect on that work. So this is what I realized, that a design can be done when you know yourself better. When you know yourself better, a good reflection can be seen on the work you have delivered to the society or to wherever you do it. That's how you're going to learn, and that's what something I learned and I realized in campus, that this is what reality is all about, that you have to take responsibility. And then I realized that, okay, when we are doing design and you're out of the family, you're living individually alone, you're more responsible for many things. You're more sensible, you're more sensitive about many things. Like you have to wash clothes, you have to cook your food, then you have to do a lot of assignments given through the design schools, and then you have to do a lot of assessment and analyzing about your work, what have you done. And that in the end, your friends, of course, they're going to be all together calendar, and then what comes is the time management. And then I realized that calendar blocking, till the final year I learned that I really need to learn calendar blocking, because blocking the calendar for the schedule is very important, so that it helps me to know what is the task I have to complete in a day. Because when you end up doing nothing, in the end you're going to be a very terrible person dealing with your home assignments, your summations, and the things you have to deal with. So the thing is, time management is something which I learned, and you're very responsible for each and everything. And if you're a newcomer and you have never faced all such things, it can be a challenge. Just like me, it was a challenge for me. But along with time, you are going to improve with your performance. And I feel that is something which you should know, that you are responsible for each and everything. That's, I didn't knew that. I thought, okay, it will be very normal, I can manage everything. But when it came on my plate, everything all together, I was not able to manage, and it took me time to understand. So the second thing I wish I knew was that design is more about simplicity and practical, more than my complex sketches. Because yeah, that's very true. Because before that, I used to sketch a lot of things which may not makes sense right now if I see those sketches now. Because design is not just all about your choices, what you love, what you would like to share to the society. Because we are not just not artists, because design is more about problem solving. You're going to deal with your customers, you're going to understand problem of the customer, what they're wearing. I think I'm not just talking about product. I know that fashion designers के लिए glamour बहुत ज़रूरी है. It's very important to know that. It's important to know that it's about glamour. But I'm talking about design. When we talk about design, we have to take everyone. So when I talk about it, so you need to know how practical it is all about. It's not just you do whatever and people would like to wear it. And that's what I realized when I went for my internship. And I realized that my sketches were not as great as it should be for the customer. Customer wants to wear simple clothes. They want to wear simple but very cool looking content. Content mean to say clothing or a product. People want to know simple things. People don't want to be indulge in complex things, and that's what is important to know. So when you are going to learn design, naturally it will come out that you have to face this, that people want to you wear simple things but very cool looking thing, and people want to use simple products so that the product can make their work more simpler, not more complex. One of the best example I know is that Apple Mac OS, the way I use right now, it's very simple, way better than I feel than other operating systems right now. So that's how the design is meant to be, that we have to keep customer on our head when we design anything, than just becoming artistic and doing as bigger, then customer would not like to digest that for purchasing the product. So that's what I learned, that so when customer feel to purchase your product, it comes when you make things simpler but as interesting as possible for a viewer and a customer, so that they would like to wear it, so that they would like to purchase that product from your brand, and they would like to see your photographs, what you have shooted for your content. So yeah. So the last important thing I wish I knew was the salary of a designer. What is the salary of a designer? And I heard that salary of a designer can be very low. It can be like 30,000 rupee. It can be 25,000 rupee in India, especially for fashion designers I'm talking. But I realized it later that no, it does not matter like that. Like what people told me, the senior told me, does not matter and does not apply on me. My work, my skills, my talent is responsible for my salary. That what I wish I knew before, because I used to be very much tensed about that. I'm doing so much hard work about my skills and I'm going to get a less wage for that skill or for that outcome. That used to give me a depression, and that is a problem. If you are going to face it, just remember that you are responsible for everything. You are responsible to get high paid salary. You are responsible for getting in the right brand you are approaching for. I mean that what matter to get a very good salary is, or a low salary, is your skills and the right brand you are applying for. If you apply to a brand which is wealthy enough to pay you that much money, then why won't they pay you that much money? It's just like if you compare design from those multi-million dollar companies who are hiring IITians or NITians for the money they are going to pay them for the work they are going to ask them to do, is not going to be compared with designers, because design work is very different as compared to engineer. If you compare yourself with IITians, then you are on the wrong track. But you have to compare yourself with one important thing, that newcomers are paid very less, because in design it is about zero experience. So they know that you are a zero experience person. They have to give you some feedback about industry. Along with time, when you skip the first job, then you go to the second job, to the third job, your pay salary scale up naturally grows. But that is something which I wish I knew before, and I was worrying about salary things, that what is the thing which happens in industry. In the end, what question comes in your mind is that, like, on design school you have invested so much of amount of money, and then the output is going to be so less, and that is the demotivation majority student takes. But if you take it in an optimistic way and find your way to approach to the higher authority in the design industry, no one is going to stop you to achieve a great goal of your life. What matter is, instead of asking and instead of listening outsiders, you have to listen your internal message, what always talk and which speaks out all the time. So stop listening outsiders and start hearing your inner voice, which says that no, you are going to get a more better salary. Just believe on your links, believe on your contact and the content you're providing to the brands. That what really matter in the end. A good sort of contact you are creating for future, a good sort of brand you know that you should wish to work with. This is what matter, that you should dream that this is a brand you would want to work with. That helps you to reach to the good salary. So this is what I felt may look very less, that only 3 things you wish you wanted to know before going to design school. Yeah, I wish I knew 3 things. And I wish, what if I wish I knew these 3 things, what could have happened? That, like, I wanted to, if I knew that I am responsible for everything. I learned calendar blocking in the final year to manage my time. So I could have managed it way before. I could have made itinerary for my whole plan about what should I do in the final year, what should I do in the second year or first foundation year. I could have done it way better. And if I knew that design is more simple, it is more about practical, I would have not wasted my direction on something which was not going to make sense. And the last thing was all about wages, that always used to demotivate when I used to work, that I won't get that much. What if I won't get that much salary I'm expecting? So all such things, that all those worries, I wish I would have just cluttered or kicked out from my brain and would have prepared way better. If you pre-install all such things in the head, I feel that you can think more further than what I was stuck in my campus or what I was stuck in design school. So that's what I wanted to contribute through my experience of 3 mistakes I wish I would not have done. And I wish I have delivered something to you guys about what you can do more than that. Because most of you guys, when you are going to enter into design, you're going to be dealing with more complex things or time management or अनवांटेड वरीज अबाउट लाइफ एंड करियर. एंड उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया होगा, और अगर पसंद आया है तो ज़रूर लाइक करिए, शेयर करिए. एंड इफ़ यू हैव स्टिल नॉट सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल, यू आर वॉचिंग टिल द एंड, प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब इट. सो मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो. बाय एंड हैव अ ग्रेट टाइम. एंड डोंट ओवर थिंक, जस्ट फोकस ऑन सिंप्लिसिटी एंड टेक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी फॉर एवरीथिंग यू डू. Peace.